Rebellion's sharpshooting follow-up promises to be another great way to be sneaky and snipe in any way you choose. Skulking around is what you do most while traversing these large, meticulously crafted World War II-era sandboxes when dismantling the Third Reich's war machine, offing Nazi soldiers one by one as a single person with a sniper in hand. We've been doing so across 5 games now, and the formula has been nigh-on perfected. So, while my recent hour of hands-on time with next year's entry, Sniper Elite Resistance, mostly feels like more of the same, it still succeeds at offering unprecedented levels of player choice and unbridled bouts of tension, now with a new protagonist at the centre. I got to play Sniper Elite Resistance briefly back at this year's Gamescom, doing my best to slowly and carefully complete objectives within a sun-kissed village located in this side-call story's chosen setting of occupied northern France. By comparison, this latest demo threw me into a mission called Devil's Cauldron, where the same was very much true, albeit this time I was challenged to do so during the dead of night. Surely I'll have an easier time getting the job done thanks to this extra cover, I thought to myself. Nope, not at all. If anything, collecting all the necessary documents relevant to the super weapon I was there to dismantle, and then doing it, continued to offer a serious challenge in several ways, but was ultimately more rewarding for it. Rather than the gruff-voiced Carl Fairburn, Sniper Elite Resistance's story takes place parallel to the story of Fives, with you in the shoes of fan-favourite multiplayer character Harry Hawker. Fortunately for us, he's also a resistance fighter with an axe to grind against Nazis, a fact made perfectly clear the deeper into the Devil's Cauldron I descended. Beginning on the outskirts of the built-up cityscape, it didn't take long for Sniper Elite's typical rhythm of sneaking through tall grass, quietly dispatching soldiers with my silenced pistol, and then searching their corpses for useful resources to feel natural again. So far, so standard. Nevertheless, combined with bikes and trucks endlessly patrolling the streets, working my way through the map as stealthily as possible was essential. In a map as huge and as dense as this, however, keeping quiet is easier said than done. The first thing I did was locate a nearby safe house, or so I thought. Immediately after reaching it, I was forced to slowly climb up to its top level and take out the officers and infantry who had taken it over. With supplies and ammo sensibly stocked, the real challenge began, crossing a wide open bridge at the centre of the map in the hopes of reaching the occupied hotel on the other side to secure important documents. In true Sniper Elite fashion, how I did so was completely my choice, be it using an underground network of tunnels, sniping enemies from afar, or shooting out the various spotlights and trying to cross the expected way. Merely reaching this hotel took me several attempts though, an effort made even more challenging due to how my demo build didn't allow for checkpoints, and so placed me back to the level start every time I died. In a strange way, I couldn't help but feel like this was how Rebellion always intended the Sniper Elite games to be played though, as it made moments where my previously silent routine erupted into shootouts after being spotted incredibly tense. Luckily, the Devil's Cauldron map was wide and vertical enough that running away always felt like a valid option, even if this did feel like failure in my eyes. The occupied hotel felt very Hitman in both its look and scale, giving me plenty of vantage points to snipe out enemies from afar before pushing further ahead. Gameplay-wise, the franchise's trademark X-ray kills are still as punchy and as satisfying as ever to pull off, while stealthily stabbing people up close using a melee kill was far too efficient to ever even contemplate trying to perform a pacifist submission instead, despite the promised XP bonus. Booby-trapping corpses while being hunted by enemy patrols also continues to be satisfying, especially when an NPC randomly stumbles upon one so far away I'd forgotten about it, causing the camera to cut to the ensuing bloodshed and skin tearing abruptly. Rebellion is clearly nailing the formula it properly cemented with 2017's Sniper Elite 4 accordingly, wrapping the improved enemy AI, various assassination opportunities and varied objectives within yet another gorgeously rendered location, at least judging by the 2 maps I've fought through so far. Sniper Elite Resistance is the perfect example of a developer knowing what they do best and doing it better than ever. This does mean that the mechanical tweaks made for the better are only incremental, resulting in a situation where a lot is riding on the quality of the maps. It's a shame my demo didn't allow me to try out Sniper Elite Resistance's truly new propaganda missions, whereby pulling down posters in the main campaign unlocks what I presume to be smaller, more bite-sized missions. That said, if you're seeking a handsomely put together stealth game that promises ample challenge, it's worth keeping your sights locked on Rebellion's next Sniper Elite entry. Are you interested, and do you plan on picking this one up? Be sure to let me know in the comment section below, and consider subscribing to the Mirror Gaming YouTube channel to stay up to date with even more videos like this. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.